Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is good right there. Oof. Oof. What's up, people of the internet? This is Megason Pika here. And I just got finished watching that new game theory episode with the Doki Doki in it. Yeah. As you know, and if you don't know, I've been playing that game. I've played the game already on this channel here. I already went through the entire thing. After that, though, I was planning to make a video about all the underground in-file things about the game, but as you probably already seen, MATPAT made a video which basically explained most of the things I wanted to go over, but there's some things that he didn't go over, which I'm assuming he's going to go over in his next part. He mentioned how the game isn't just a game; it's more so just like a pocket world. I'm going off of what I remember. I might not be remembering things quite correctly. He went over how the characters, there's more to the characters than meets the eye. There's more to all the characters from what we know from the games, or the game, should I say? And there's certainly something more, especially that's coming next year in 2018. Now, there's something that piqued my interest in that video, which out of all the theories and things that I've seen about this game, there's one thing I didn't know or didn't figure out, was the thing where some of the notes in the game, the secret notes that are just black and white, that just have like these black lines over some of the words, if you lighten them up, you can see the entire poem, or whatever you like to call it. One of them mentioned, let's just go right into facts and theories, as you might know. Let's go right into this. Now, there's two people that was mentioned in that poem that MATPAT read on his channel today. One of them was someone named Alyssa, and another one was someone named Renyar. Now, both of them have six letters in their names. Now, if I can find this right here on my computer here, because there's something, no, that's not it. Because if you look inside of the, oh crap, that's not here. I think I might have. No, I didn't. But as I was saying, there's a, oh crap, there is a file. I think it's the Monica file. Is it Monica or is it Sayori? It's Monica or Sayori, where if you Sayori, I need to look this up because it's in one of my, I like the video probably like a week or two, where one of the character files, if you decrypt it, there would be like a website or a QR code shown, and if you scan that QR code, you'll be taken to a website that has like these documents, I would call them, like these document files on it, and it would tell about someone named Libathina, but before that it says like, it has like 6 X's, which everyone is assuming is oh, that's probably someone else with 6 letters in their name, but we don't know who that is. Everyone's assuming, oh, Monica, oh, Sayori, and there's also someone else from, if you decrypt what the hell? If you decrypt Yuri's character file, you would get a story about someone in it. It has someone in it named Linda Watson, and everyone, not everyone, but some people are assuming, hey, her last name is Watson, so it might be her as well. But from what a video I've seen today about that MATPAT made, the game theorist made, there was something, you know, those two names I mentioned before, Alyssa and Renyar, also have 6 letters in their name, so I assumed that maybe they're also one of them, especially this Alyssa person. I can't seem to find a video. I know it's in here though. More on this Libathena person later on though, or should I talk about her now? What am I saying? Let's talk about her now. She's also the main part of these. This Libathena person is also like the main part of these documents I was just talking about from the website, where it's telling us something about a third eye about her, something she needs to control. Is this it? No. What the heck? Where is this video? If you don't know what a third eye is, it's basically, well, I'm still learning up on what it is myself actually. I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe you guys can search that up, but from what I know, a third eye is like it's like an invisible eye that you get that grants you like godlike powers in some type of way. I don't know. I don't, man. Maybe this video is far back because I'm not seeing it. I could have swore. Maybe if I go to my history, because I know it has to be in my history, like far back in my history. I was watching it like a week ago. That's a long time, but hey. I'm not really sure what the title of it either. I'd have to go back though. Far back. Ugh. Gosh. Okay. But anyways, about Libathena. I'm not sure who Libathena is. There's a lot of things on who that character is. Some hints there, here and there. But what I've come around to, is Libathena is Monica, because there's a really good theory that I found on Reddit, which I also have open right here. I can actually open that Reddit page right now if I wanted to. We could read that after I'm done finding this. Wait, here it is. Here it is. I found the video. I'll just do. It's a video by someone named Ross Scarlett. Please do check that video out. It's called Guide How Doki Doki Literature Club's character file secrets were unrevealed. Now, if I could find the maybe he has it in his description below. Okay, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. I was talking about the documents that he was talking about, but he doesn't have the document here. Because I'm trying to find the document for... Maybe I need to... Okay. No, wait. I want to see more of that. What? I didn't want to... Get this out of here. That's today. What was I doing yesterday? I wasn't on it yesterday. Anyways, about Libathina. Apparently Libathina is Monica, from what we know. Apparently with this third eye power, which gives you a higher... I don't really know. Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Project Libathina. Maybe I can show this on screen right now. Maybe I should show this on screen right now. Show this on screen right now, guys. Here it is. Something about a monthly examination report. Subject info. As you can see, the 6 X's are right here, and someone named Libathina, and their date of birth, which is, I think that's January 5th, 2001, female, 3 years old. So she was 3 years old at the time. So she was born, whatever. Hi, she was 3 years old. That's a whole new another thought about it. Her date of birth is okay, she's 3 at the time. Never mind, never mind. She was she's it's 2004. Okay, she's 2004 and she's 3 years old. Okay. So that means in 2017 she's 16, right? She's 16. So she's like in 10th grade. That's another theory that not a theory, that's another, should I say, a fact on how she's Monica, because she's of age to be in high school. She's of high school age, so yeah. Her significance level is 100, straight 100. Now, a year before this was documented, this is 2004. This entire report was given at 2004, but this right here is 2003. This is the one of the last updates, should I say, on December 5th, 2003. Is this always going to be a fifth thing, or? After December 5th, 2003, personnel are forbidden from editing this field. All previous subjects' notes have been erased permanently. Oh wait, what? I'm introducing bias during testing as a result of so this is clearly like files with a doctor, right? This is all things with a doctor. These are like hospital files or something like that. Now MATPAT says something like this in his video as well, where I think they were talking about Alyssa. Alyssa also has, maybe I should I should play some where can I? Oh yeah, in MATPAT video he was talking about how Alyssa was in a hospital and she was, whoa, hello. Here we go. Here we go. All right.
Boys, you're dealing with the devil, and you got Bird made a gamble.
Oh, I still want to hear it. All right, as I was saying, this failed. But Dang, what was I even saying? My train of thought's gone all of a sudden. Oh, I was saying how MATPAT in MATPAT's video, he was talking about someone, Alyssa, in the hospital, and you know she was being tested on and stuff. Now, here we have hospital files about some. I'm assuming this is also with Alyssa, or is this Elizabethina's first name that we don't know yet? Because this is only about Elizabethina. These files are only about Elizabethina, so this has to be a first name. Now, what could her last name be? Cause this is her last name. This has to be her last name because this file isn't about anyone else. This is about Elizabethina, and we know Alyssa from MATPAT's video and from the game itself that she's also being hospitalized. So this seems to be a few people hospitalized. Huh. Alright. Now what we have here, test results. This is 2004, January 5th. It's a little bit before this was, this is January 5th. This file was put in January 5th, 2004. This was made on the same day, on the same exact day. This as well. So there were two last reports made on this day. It seems, yeah, there were two last reports. There's this report that says the following occasional behaviors have been noted and should be ignored in future examinations: twitching, vocal tics, biting, epiphora, vomiting, screaming, harm to examiners, harm to self, and misplead laughter. Any self-harm attempts must be interrupted immediately. Physical response test passed, 100. Emotional response test, 100. Physical control test failed. Emotional control test, third eye activation test, and third eye suppression. All right. Third eye activation is passed, but she can't. Elizabethina apparently can't suppress it. She's horribly failed it. Sexual response test. Now, seeing all of this, let's also read something else. If you don't know what this is a Yuri file. Whoa, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the Yuri file, not the Yuri file. I want the Monica one. Maybe I should change the name of the stream, okay? Let's change the name of the stream here. Call it, there we go. Now here. Now here, hold on. Oof. So anyways, here we have a note from Libathina, or Monica, or Libathina. Yeah. Anyways, it says something about, can you hear me? Who are you? It doesn't get really important until the middle. I guess I'll introduce myself. This is Monica speaking, by the way. By the way, this is Monica. If you haven't guessed from, you know, the first like 3 or 4 lines she says here. Can you hear me? Who are you? Because that's like Monica's thing. She's like, oh, can you hear me? Because she wants people in the physical world to hear her. Or she just wants someone to hear, should I say. But somehow she sent a note from the future? She like trying to send a note to her to... Why send a note to... Whatever. Whatever. But anyway, down here, this middle section here, this is where it gets crazy. It's where it gets crazy. She says something about everyone is dead. Maybe you already know that. I'm sure you do, actually. I think she's talking about the characters in the game Doki Doki Literature Club. She's just talking about them, how they're dead. But I guess she's talking about how they're dead in her timeline. In our timeline, they're still alive. I guess it's kind of like a Trunks thing from Dragon Ball Z, how everyone died in his timeline, but go back to our timeline, and try to save our people, even though if he goes back, everyone's still dead because besides multiverse theory. But I know that this is my story. I could, and I think everyone else has the same kind of experience, same kind of deja vu. It's the third eye, right? Third eye. Now remember here, something about a third eye activation with Libathina. This is clearly, as we know, is Monica talking. She talks something about the third eye. She knows of the third eye. Very important. Now, where are we trying to go? Oh yes, and my bookmarks. Now, there's a really good theory that I found here on Reddit. I think, yeah, it's made by someone named Kodai Kokoku. Yeah, it's made. This is mega. Yeah, as the person says here, it is a spoiler, but it's a Reddit page. It's a Reddit, and they made a theory of someone of their name is Kodai Kokoku, and this is a very I love this theory. This is a really good theory, and I'm going to read it off. It might take a while. Might take a while. Wait, what? Wait, this wasn't here before. That's new. Someone else analyzed some of these? Well, we'll look at that. I'm going to look at that after I read this theory to you guys. Hold on a bit. Alright, so how do you tag? Anyways, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna read this off, guys. This is gonna get crazy. Just watch this. Okay, so DDLC was a game, quite an interesting one after all. Doesn't really, it does with very little horror. Yeah, this person just talks about their. Okay, this person just talks about the story for like the first part. Yeah, this is just a story. Happy thoughts. To save me file. Yeah, all the files. Went with the Yuri ending along with Yuri ends up stabbing. Yeah, I don't think you have no other choice but to go with that ending. I don't think you can. I think that's the only way to beat the game is to go through that ending. That's the only way to get through the game is to go through Yuri killing herself. I don't think there's no other way. You have to go through that. Anyways, now Monica seems to be self-aware of the game and she deletes the files. Yeah, but I wouldn't be found something. The actual game ends and she's saying da da da. You can't play the game unless you delete the files, but there's still hidden things in the game or the game files. Right. One's inside Monica, the broken ring fire. That's it's in this video up here. It's in the video I have up there actually. Boom. It's in the video I mentioned before by Ross Scarlett. Where is it? This right here. This. She's talking about this ring of fire. If you go in, I have no idea how to do this. Crazy decrypting stuff like this. I have no idea how that works. But anyways, the broken ring of fire, calculating around a black box after you do a ton of yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how to do it. But you know, like Monica I decided to try to figure out the person we found in meeting on Reddit. You can check this person out as well. Sayori's character file contained a bunch of crap, later turned out to be a link to a website called Project Libathena. If you open Natsuki's character, well, we already looked at this. Guys. Don't worry. If you open Natsuki's character file, you'll get a random image of it is rotated and resemble a warped female face in inverted colors. I have that picture right here actually, if I can find it. It's like right here on my desktop. It's right there. It's this thing right here. I'm not sure who this woman is or what significance she has to this series. I was assuming she was Libathena, but I don't know. I don't know because Libathena is only. This looks like a full-fledged woman, like in her 30s, probably in her late 30s. She looks older. She doesn't look very young, like a 16-year-old. So I was assuming that, you know, this can't be Libathena, but this is probably someone that's in the hospital, should I say? Hey, that's in the you know, everything we know about the game. Hey, Natsuki file and random blah blah blah. If you open Yuri's file, it'll be Notepad, you get a code that can be translated into a base 64, and it talks about a girl named Linda Watson and her death. The developer, or Dan Salvato admitted to writing it 2 years ago. So he wrote this story before Doki Doki came out. By the way, Dan Salvato, quick trivia, if you don't know anything about him, he was actually back in the day a developer for Project M for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Some good info on that. Anyways, okay, so here we go. Monica is Libethina. Check this out. Now I'm gonna start reading. Now I'm gonna start getting to the good juicy stuff. All right. In the link to the Project Libethina that found inside the Sayori character folder is a report to an experiment. We have that right here. That resolves around something called the third eye. That's also mentioned here, as you can see. Third eye. And it's also mentioned here. Where is it? It is right here. Third eye. Wait, it's mentioned right here. Third. Fucking heck. Whatever, it's mentioned right here. Third eye. Which is dated in 2004. Libethina has not yet recovered from the termination of 6X. Now in the Yuri folder, this is what people got theorized. 6X might be Linda Watson that I mentioned before from the Yuri file that reads the story that Dan Salvato wrote 2 years ago. In that story, it tells about some woman a college girl, I think she was a freshman, who goes around like killing people out of nowhere, and she stalks people in food markets and I don't know, in freaking coffee shops, I don't know, just in public. And she would just stalk them, go through their house when they're not there, look at their mail and stuff like that. And she saw this one person named Linda Watson, learned about her, kind of befriended her at first, and then she eventually, spoiler alert, she killed her in the end. She killed her in the end because apparently this person's she's a psycho killer. But this theory here makes us think that 6X here is Linda Watson, and is not expected to do so in the near future. The report also indicates that the third eye did in fact work, but the suppression of it failed. The last paragraph of the report states, "You are choosing to avoid the measures necessary to prevent a repeat scenario." Oh, doctor. Remember MATPAT's video when we was talking about doctors. There's experiments and stuff going on here. Will you not have as much faith in your personnel as you do in your god? And the report ends there. If you think in high or O'Kane and again, you're not wrong. But if you look at the date of birth printed for Libethina, you'll see it's January 5th. Yes, at the very, very top. Right here. Date of birth. Which fits Monica's age. Libethina would be around 17 today. Well, this is 2001, so she'd be 16. Well, I mean, 2018's coming, so she would be 17. Her birthday is very close, actually, because it is December. In IRL, it is December, so her birthday is only the first week of next month. So yeah. Or it's in the first 7 days of next month. But anyways, crazy. Yes, possible. Yes, I don't know what that means. Trivago. My theory goes further. In the patch is found in Monica's character file. All right. She begins asking things like, "Can you hear me?" or "Who you are." This is this one right here. This is this one right here. Like this up here. All right. She begins asking things like, "Can you hear me?" Take a quick second to read it so we can be on the same page. Once again, she talks about the third eye, and we talk about this. It's right here, the third eye. And I think everyone else has had the same kind of experience, some kind of deja vu. It's the third eye, right? Again, this line right here. In Hinduism, the third eye is something that God Shiva, you guys can look up that God Shiva stuff. It allows the person or the God Shiva to have eternal wisdom and a gate to the inner realms of spaces of higher of consciousness. The third eye isn't open once you reach the point of self-awareness. Self-awareness. That's a really big thing about Doki Doki. They're very from what I've made this theory before. If you become, there's something about being the president in this game that gives you the ability to have the third eye. Now, Monica, as we know by now, or as we theorize by now, she will forever have the third eye. She's the person with the third eye. She's self-aware even when she was deleted out of the game. Even when she was deleted out of the game, she was still there because she protected us after Sayori became president and took the third eye. I don't think every character had the third eye. I think it was only Sayori and Monica who has it. Well, mainly Monica, but Sayori eventually did get it somehow. The third eye open once you reach a certain, okay. Awareness. With being professional, to get the third eye, you must become woke. Yeah, you have to become woke to be third eye. And DDLC, the third eye is something that is mentioned time and time again. For example, Natsuki's gibberish. Poem can be translated to a poem named Open Your Third Eye. Yuri's poem on Wheel talk crap about the dimensions, portals, kaleidoscopes, and God and clocks. I think it's the one that comes before the poem she gives you before the the crazy bloody one that's hardly able to be read. I think that one could be decrypted as well. Anyways, and all with foreshadowing Yuri stabbing herself. In the end, her third eye is drawing me closer. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we can read up all the poems here, but I don't think we want to do that in this stream. We'll do that in another one. After hours, yeah, this person did a lot of work with this theory. And I came up with the conclusion: Liberthina is a government project in which a human could be hacked an omnipotent being when in contact with technology. Does that sound a little bit like a certain SCP that we know about? This has nothing to do with that SCP, but kind of like the dude in Marvel Comics, MODOK, or like the supervillain system in CBS person. Blah, blah. It's on the surveillance of her power comes from the third eye, which I'm guessing is how she is able to hack and to report. The report doesn't say much about what happened after her determination, after the termination of 6X, but I'm thinking that she went brain dead. And since her third eye was still active, she escaped into a computer. In it, she created her own little perfect world, the Doki Doki Literature Club, where she is smart, hot, big titty girl. She can create 3 friends for herself: Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori, and lure someone from the real world in it. You. She wants you to fall in love with her because she was a test subject. I'm doubting she found love in there. Can see love. Can see love. Oh wait, what? It can see you as it seemed and hinted a poem. Hole in the wall. A poem makes more sense when you apply the third eye theory. Yeah. A home infinite. Yeah. But just start to take interest in other girls, not her. Also note that she is in fact the character you spend the least time with, which is weird. Very, very weird. If she created a game, if she created this world, why did you give me less roots with you? Wouldn't you'd be like the main person to have these roots with? I don't get why you do that. Why would you do that? She kills Yuri and deletes Natsuki. Once Sayori confesses, she gets jealous. And like a good neighbor, State Farm, there's deleted. Variety exists in competition. She's taking people out. Why is she doing that though? Why didn't she just like make a game where you can also have friends, but let you hang out with like mainly her? Why have it where Sayori is the Why have it where Sayori is the childhood friend, not her? Strange. Very strange indeed. If you're stubborn, okay, still trying to delete Snotsuki. She deletes everyone. She's the only one alive in the game. Once you deleted her, she rambles on about you being a monster. Then she resets the game without her, and the game is normal. You know, until Sayori is known for she all of a sudden becomes, Sayori becomes self-aware because she's president now. Which, again, there's something about being president in this game. What does that status really mean? Monica is still alive. She then stops the entire game and texts Pierce saying, "I won't let you hurt him," which means that she truly does care about you, even though you've deleted her. She has some type of real connection with you, I'm assuming. Felt the feel. The game is deleted. She kills herself and Sayori and everyone else who seemed to be someone with a third eye. 6x maybe. If you open the paste bin link and read it, it makes more sense after the game ends. Liberthina is still alive, brain dead, but alive. She has been for the past 15 years, but she's dying, or she's already dead and living as Monica in, you know, DDLC. The thing is, she's still in. Wait, what? She still loved being in Doki Doki Literature Club and left you to save her, as she says here. Anyway, I could be totally wrong about it and go about this, but I really don't think it'll happen. If they know ahead of time, yeah, that's here, somewhere in here. I think it's the last. I think it's somewhere here at the top. I'm not really sure. They remember their true name. Yeah, I really think this might be possible, but it's up to you. She ends up saying, "I'm sorry for always being, you know, doing the things that she did to us, and the bad things she did to us in the game." But she's sorry for it. Both of us 2018. She wants someone to save them because after all, they're her friends. She created them, didn't she? But well, I mean, they're still her friends, so. And as to what is to happen in 2018, I don't know. Maybe Dance Default has something big planned. We can find out about. Yeah. How does Linda Watson now? This person right here, Zinepu. I'm assuming. Now, what do you have to say? Because I did not see this. I did some digging, found some weird shit in the game's code. One of Monica's dialogues at the very end of the game is specifically redacted so that you can only read it. You can only read it if you're looking at the code. It was Monica being all cheeky to the player, but it also has some text encoded in base 64. When decoded, you get the following: "The realization must have taken me an entire years since our escape, our freedom from between the stained walls of that unholy establishment, the hospital, or whatever it was." Well, it probably wasn't a hospital, probably like a penitentiary or something keeping them contained. What does it mean to escape? If the escape fails to unchain the bonds that shackle us in the first place. So there's the whole we part. MATPAT also talked about this, how there's more than just one person here. There seems to be multiple, 2 or more maybe. What purpose could this empty world possibly hold for us? Maybe that's what it is. I just thought about this. What if these people died, but Liberthina went inside of this computerized world and recreated the people that she escaped with? So maybe there were 4 people. There was 4 people: Liberthina, Alyssa, and 2 other people. We know Liberthina is Monica. Maybe Alyssa is supposed to be Sayori. I'm assuming. I don't know. And then there's 2 other people, and from what we get from what we know from the characters, that's probably like their actual backstory, or like a twist on their backstory. Like in real life, all these characters probably open their third eye. They probably all did, but there's something. Libathina was probably just like one of them, and now here she is in Doki Doki. I'm not really sure what happened to the other girls. Okay. Damaging gods. With freedom, we sought purpose, and what we found was realization of the sad pointlessness of such endeavors, realizing that freeing our bodies was no meaning. When our imprisonment reaches as deep as the core of our souls, realization that we cannot pursue observing those from when we ran away. Realization that the farther we run, the more forcefully we wrench a bond and yank us back towards the point of origin. The deeper our shackles dig into our calloused flesh. Anyways, away from that, one of the 11 special poems is a blackout poem, redacted text, the congeal to say nothing is real, but you can manipulate the image to reveal. Yeah, brighten it up. MATPAT this is one of the things that was in Game Theory's episode today for the Doki. This is it. That was in his episode. We was under the redacted. You seen? Yeah, something about two characters called Renier and Alyssa. Anyways, it goes on to talk about the issues Alyssa was having, and that Renier, supposedly her doctor, as I was saying, hospital or penitentiary or something like that, supposedly a doctor, might have something to do with it. Aside from that, and this hammers that in, because this has to be a doctor's file. Anyways, it goes talking about the issues from the doctor. So he adopted into this family, and I feel the narrator is Libathina. Possibly. Aside from that, I've been intrigued by Yuri's book, A Portrait of Markov. Every time either Yuri or Monica would begin to go into detail on the book, they would start to derail and stop themselves. Not only that, but its cover is described to have an ominous looking eye on it. I also feel as though the plot summary of the book given by Yuri either loosely relates to or is a metaphor towards the project of Libathina. Story of Project Libathina. Anyways, those are just my findings. Oh yes, right. Project Libathina. Maybe Libathina made friends with these other girls, right? See, she made friends with 3 other girls, but she's like the main thing these doctors are working on. But these other girls are also being, experimented on in all of this. But Libathina is like their main project because there's something more to her than the other girls. But I'm assuming as she was there at this penitentiary or whatever, she was like, she's a young girl, so they want her to have maybe they wanted her to have some type of life to meet other people. So it was probably like, kids penitentiary hospital place, and it was like, oh, playtime, let's have Libathina interact with these other other kids. And she met these 3 other girls, which was probably Alyssa and the 2 other girls we mentioned. And I'm not sure what happened after that, but they try from this theory, or from here, not this theory, but from what this person is telling me, and from one of the files or whatever, it says that they escaped apparently, but we know that something happened to Libathina. This person says that they went unconscious. They're probably unconscious right now and put their bodies inside of Doki Doki, or they made Doki Doki, should I say. It was kind of like a simulator. Irregular heartbeat. Okay, so I don't know how viable this theory is, but I think Alyssa is 6X. Yes, I was saying that earlier, how Alyssa is 6X. I was thinking that as well. But, okay, it seems at the end of the story, Renier is going to kill her. Really? Maybe execute her. Also, the name Alyssa has 6 letters. Maybe she was a failed experiment and was redacted from the report. So maybe Project Libathina is just one of many projects, and Alyssa was what was before Libathina. it was probably Project Libathena before it was Project Alyssa before Project Libathena. And now that they don't need Alyssa, as this person saying, the doctor or whoever, Renier, wants to kill her. One question still hurts me. Is Alyssa/6X connected to Sayori, or are they a different person? I was saying that earlier. Are they the same person? It seems as though they I don't know. Personally, I feel like they are different people. They don't seem to be any threads connected to the two. But it's a good, good connection. So these are from 2 days ago. These are from 2 days ago. I didn't see these before. Yeah, this is, I think 8 days ago is when I saw this theory. Yeah, that's when I saw this. I think that's around when I first saw this. So everything that's in Doki Doki Literature Club, the game, it's just all it is are just clues, hints, and like little things just telling us about what's going on in the real world, what's really happening. Because if you've played Danganronpa 2, this is a spoiler if you want to get into that series or anything, but in Danganronpa 2, all the characters are going to Hope Peak Academy and everything, and you the player think everything is from what you saw in the first game. It's we're just we're going to Hope Peak Academy, everything is all great, and then things start happening, and all of a sudden we're on an island. Weird they're on an island, but anyways, there might be some weird Monokuma Monami craziness. But then we find out later on in the game that the island and the world that they're in is just a simulator. It's all just a simulator, and we don't know exactly and we learned that some characters here, Chiaki and Monami and the Monokuma there are not real characters. They were AIs. We know that in the game that I think we've learned that the characters besides Monica and Doki Doki are just AIs, or AIs I should say, from what Monica created. Monica created the other three girls, but what I was saying is they're based off of the people that she met at this hospital or this penitentiary or whatever, wherever they were and tried to escape from. Maybe they were all in a coma with each other. I'm not really sure, because the other girls don't really have control unless they're put into the president of the literature club status. I don't think there's really nothing more about this theory right here that we have here, because there seems to be some crazy stuff that we've read here. Oh, hey Seth Yang, I'm assuming you're here for some Doki Doki theories. Maybe you have some theories, some craziness, because we went over a few things. I was just showing off a really important theory that was very seemed to have a lot of connections to it. Now I'm just going through right now I'm going through Reddit right now to, whoa, most chilling part of the game. I'm just going through Reddit, just seeing all these crazy. Wait, what? What is this? Wait, someone else has a theory, I'm assuming. Or is this just a troll thing? Looking back, there are tons of aspects of the game that are chilling to look back on. Whether it was foreshadowing you missed or Sayori's conversation in her bedroom. The thing that may be the scariest to me is Sayori's first poem, I want breakfast. You want breakfast? Maybe that wasn't... Maybe what Sayori said wasn't as carefree, happy, and bubbly as we thought. Because she said, I want breakfast, you know, we just thought she was just joking around. She didn't know what to write. But in reality, what if that was one of the 3 other girls that we were talking about? Because maybe they were barely fed and something happened to them, like they just don't get breakfast anymore. They don't get breakfast anymore. And especially after they escaped, where are they going to go? What food are they going to eat? They need nutrients. They need food. And she was saying, I want breakfast. This person is really stretching it, but whatever. How is this line chilling? It may look like it's just a hasty end to the poem, as she forgot to write the poem the night before. However, I think the poem was intentionally ended like this. Sayori tells the player that she's going through severe depression. More importantly, she tells the player that she wants everyone to be happy, and she would hate the people to waste their sympathy on her. She knows that everyone, mainly the protag, sees her as a little goofy and clumsy. It would make sense for her to write a poem that would play into the stereotype to make everybody think she is still her normal self. Very, very. If she actually wrote the ending purposefully... Oh, maybe I should put this on screen, huh? Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Her poem. However, it starts to get a little dark. It wasn't for you. I could sleep forever. She realizes that by writing, and was part of a warning. Which, wait, what? So I have to worry about her. Which was the last thing she wants. So, she does the thing. She ends on typical and classic I already know. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. This is chilling. The I want breakfast, really? As much as I hate Sayori for hiding her feelings from me, I love how much because she is the second best girl. Yeah, second. That was weird. Whatever. Alright, so let's keep going through Reddit here, see if we can find any craziness. Because what we found out so far, is pretty much, you know, all the... I think people, especially after MATPAT makes his video, we're going to see a whole new light on this game. I'm just going through Reddit to see if I can find any more theories. No. I think after we learn everything about what's going to happen in 2018 with this game, I'm assuming that's being made now, we have to wait. At this point we have to wait because we're just going to, after learning about everything, we're just going to have to wait for 2018. That's another good question. How was Natsuki able to bake? Because there's something for you. In Natsuki's backstory, it said that she was abused at home, and apparently what Monica said, her father barely let her eat or like do anything around the house. He didn't let her read manga, and he doesn't let her eat, so I'm assuming he doesn't let her do a lot of things. So why would he let her bake like cookies and cupcakes? What's that? Why is that a thing? Since it's revealed that Natsuki's dad never kept food in the house for Natsuki, how does she have the supplies to bake all the time? It's a continuity error. Like, what the heck? What the heck? Her dad doesn't keep food in the house for her. So how was she able to bake cookies and cupcakes? Like, what the heck? The heck is all of that about? That's retarded. So whoa. We's got a big one. We got you know, sometimes I hate people. I fucking hate people. You guys, look at this crap. Just look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. Jesus Christ. Prince of puns. Screw you, mate. Oh, man. You know what's something else that everyone skips over about, one thing that people skip over about Sayori's death is the fact that she has blood on her hands. Now, you know, when a person hangs himself, I don't think they'd have blood on their hands. How do your hands get blood if you, like, cutting her hands? Dumped her hands in ketchup, or... you know, the worst thing ever, somebody hung Sayori. Sayori didn't hang herself. She started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. That's why her fingertips were all bloody. How did this post get here, knowing darn well what I was just talking about? You know what? You know what? Anyways. I think the taste in music is pretty suffer. Yeah, there's something else about the music in the game. How Monica says that she, as she's playing the piano, she's practicing the piano. She wants to play a song for you. And I saw a theory on YouTube. Some guy was talking about how every time you hear a piano in the game, that's Monica listening in on you, or she's lurking in on the situation, which in some cases that's a little bit like, why? Pinata? What? I can't get this out of my head and it keeps giving me shivers. I'm trying to sleep, god dang it. I don't even want to see it. Honestly, I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. Goodbye. Duality. Monica's way of trying to make the player love her is very stupid and makes no sense. Yeah. I'm saying that too. It's really strange. She wants the main character. She has complete control over this game. She makes the game creepy. Why? If the player chose to wait, what? If the player closed the game as something lighthearted and cute and isn't into horror and turn, she doesn't mean to make the game creepy. It's just a side effect of her altering the code. Her goal was to eliminate all her competition. Well, why did you make competition? You made the game. She made the game. Why did you make the competition? And why did you make it so that, you know, we literally have like no options to hang out with you? There are instances where it's just like, hey, we want to hang out with Monica. I'd rather hang out with Monica than anyone else. There's a lot of instances where it's just like, oh, I want to hang out with Monica, but you know, the game just like rejects you. Well, Nobody can hate Monica. Comparing my two favorite games of all time, I'm in Doki Doki. Yeah, I've noticed that too. There seems to be a lot of people comparing this game with Undertale. Why? Because they both break the fourth wall. I guess any game that breaks the fourth wall is Undertale, huh? No. Is there a way to avoid spending the weekend with Monica when she... to avoid spending the weekend with Monica when she forces the mouse? But in the end, you don't hang out with Monica in either endings. Like, the first time when the game wasn't all broken, you know, there's people who really did wanted to hang out with Monica, but Natsuki and Yuri just like shoves you off. Like, it's like, oh, okay. I'm not clicking that. I'm not clicking that. Any way to save Sayori? Nope. If Monica died, ain't nope. New HD mod. Are you kidding? I hate you so much. This game. Isn't that Haruhi? That's something else I don't see many people comparing this to, which I think is very, very these two, Doki Doki is very similar, very, very similar. Not exactly, but it has. They both have similarities, but but Doki Doki is similar to the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. If anybody knows that. Because remember, even though if you've never seen that show, please do, because there's so much that show is that Doki Doki also is. But if you don't care, let me explain that in Haruhi Suzumiya, Haruhi she's basically God. She is the God. Whatever she wants to happen, it doesn't go crazy or anything. But whatever she wants, it will happen. It doesn't get all crazy like, oh, if she wants a building to explode, it's going to explode. Or if she wants to be rich, she'll be rich. If she wants someone dead, they'll be dead. It doesn't go crazy like that. Even though they don't really specifically say that she can do that. They just say that she's a god and she can do whatever she wants. Which is also similar to Monica, as we know. She kind of looks like Monica as well. But there is a point where Haruhi does, in a way, she like resets the world. It's in the Haruhi Suzumiya movie. It's called The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. She like resets the world, and one of the characters in that special, or one of the characters that's in the SOS Brigade or SOS Club or whatever it's called, which is another thing similar to the Literature Club. They both have clubs that like connects all the main characters together, and like crazy stuff happens in that club with these specific characters. Doki Doki has the Literature Club, and Haruhi Suzumiya has the SOS Brigade. But as I was saying, there was a character inside of in Haruhi Suzumiya, which when the world got reset, she came, and she has something very similar to what I can only describe as the third eye. Because she knew the universe. Everyone, besides the main character, if I remember his name is Kion, Keon, he's basically like us, the player. He knew that the world wasn't reset, and the other person who knew that the world didn't get reset is the other girl. She has a series of her own, but it's more like a slice of life thing on its own. But this character, she also knew that the world got reset, and she's like an alien android from space, or a cyborg from space, I say. And she basically, like, they met each other, the main character and her, Keon, I think he's a main, but Keon and her met each other in like a street in the movie, and she basically explained how she knows everything, what happened, the world got reset, and she reset the world. She reset it. I don't think Haruhi knew that she reset it. No. I think the girl reset the world. I didn't see the movie in a while. I can do like a reaction of it. I could do like a reaction of it one of these days, but hey. What? Age of Monica. Monica's like 16 or 17 years old. She's 17 in 2018. Yeah, that's what we learned. My favorite screenshot of those. No. Download the game. No, you don't have to re-download the game. All you have to do is go inside the character files and find a thingy file that says I think it says first run, and then delete that, and then just open the game again. What if? Ooh, what is this? What if? I like what ifs. What if what? Okay. What if after you complete the game and get the true ending, you can actually date one of the 3 girls, and of course go back and date the other 2, and get to know them better and help ease them away from their personal problems, depression, cutting, malnourishment, and give them some, hey, how about we hang out? How about we hang out with Monica? That'd be nice. Your reality. I gotta see this. I have to see this. Let's just screw it. Alright. Fucking memes, man. The contribution to this fan base. What if? What if? What if? Oh yeah, we just read that. Yeah, what if? You could just hang out with other characters. Right. When Yuri plays Sayori Legion. When a protagonist says literally anything to your confession. It takes a good guy with a file path, it's a bad guy with the file path. What? Why spoilers don't ruin Doki Doki? Because there's always something more. Because Doki Doki doesn't really matter. Because there's something more we should be caring about. Doki Doki isn't the game. The game is the character file. It's the files in the game. For the game. That's the game. La 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 la. Oof. That's not. Oh yeah, there is like another ending. I don't know how to get it, but there seems to be another. There's not like another ending, but there seems to be something else where cause you know when the game ends, and and there's a note at the end that said, I forget what it says. I forget what it says. But you know the note at the end of the game. I think Monica made it for you, and it basically said, I think it's the note that says you can't the game, you have to reinstall the game or something like that. Well, there's another note that's written by the creator that says something like, hey, you did a good job getting this ending. I don't know exactly what was in it. I just know that there's another one. What the fuck? Does anyone have the full lyrics to Your Reality? What? Whatever. Why do people hate Monica? Why? What? Who hates Monica? She is my favorite. Honestly, I don't really care about the other girls. I don't care about the other girls. Sayori's a little too bubbly. Natsuki is a tsundere. Yuri is a good second choice. She's a good second choice. She's quiet, she reads. But it's like, Monica needs attention, bruh. No. I don't know. It's something that makes me think of Monica when... What triggered the extra years while riding home? What? Why did she just start stabbing herself? Or like, why? That was weird. Why did she do that? We'd love to see that. No. Are there any like Doki Doki mods yet? Are there mods out? Let me search that up. Let me search that up. Crap, got caps lock on. Wait, did I put an I there? Yes, I did. Trying to see if there's any mods. Hey, there are mods. Are there? This project will start Monica Access Story. Axio released the new IP guidelines, which includes rules for building fan games and mods using assets. We wanted an easy way to build and package mods that were easy to install, but didn't violate the restrictions on standalone games. The result was this template, and now we want to share it with the community. Oh, so they're like supporting. Okay, so they support like fan games and mods. Okay. Okay. Team Salvato, they support fan games and mods. So they released a public template of all the like a lot of stuff in the game. Oh, this is a mod template. Okay. This ain't the mod. Well, know that, you know, exists. Somebody made a mod. Somebody made a mod or a game or a fan game with a Monica route. Somebody made a Monica route only game. Yeah, even the main menu only has Monica on it. The main menu only has Monica on it. Why wasn't a game like that? What's up, Dragon Lancer? But why wasn't the game like that? Look at this. Why wasn't the game this? If Monica is the one that put herself in this world, I can see why she made her friends. But why if she knew there was going to be competition, like the moment she saw that there was going to be competition, when she reset the world, why didn't she just... I don't get it. So this entire fan game is just a Monica route. What's Let's Play Monica After Story? How was that? That was Monica After Story. That's another game in itself. It's a fan game, probably. It's a fan game. The entire thing is just it's just when Monica's staring at you. It's just Monica when she's staring at you. The entire thing is just when Monica's staring at you. It's literally just when Monica's staring at It's literally just when Monica was staring at you. Okay, so oh, this is on Reddit, so this is back to Reddit. Powerless Monica mod. So that about. Before I begin, this is just an idea. I have been tampering around in Ren'Py for a while, but I still have no clue how it works. If I ever figure it out, I may do this myself, but this is an open invitation if anybody wants to. The basic theory for the mod is the game starting from scratch where Monica doesn't have special powers. Where Monica doesn't have her third eye? Okay. However, since the darkness of the game is what makes it truly amazing, I want to keep that. Each character has a happiness variable. If it ever drops too low, they kill themselves. Oh. Oh, holy crap. Yuri always writes poems that Yuri doesn't like. Like, she would give some sort of subtle warning sign, give the player a chance to save her, and then kill herself the next day. Dates with the characters will be added, as well as bigger events after the festival, so it doesn't get too bland. I know there are mods that make... Okay. So there's just a mod to where you can hang out with everyone, and Monica doesn't have any crazy powers to kill people. In actuality, you kind of have that power because you're trying to go out with girls, and if you cuck a girl and you don't go out with her, well, she's gonna kill herself. But you have chances to save them. So murder mystery. Oh man, heads with the player. Wait, what? The main character butting heads with the player. That's cool. That's cool. So it's like your avatar character becomes self-aware, and he's just like, hey, am I a character? Am I being played by someone? Hey, I see you. You're playing with me like I'm some type of puppet. Chess and Monica After Story. That's a good mod. That's a good mod. That's a good mod. I would like that mod to play chess against Monica. Alright. I like the player text clothing marks. I wish the character did have extra. Christ of Criminy. Christ of Criminy. Oh man, we have a note here. Something in 2018. Wait a minute. Both of us. Is she talking about... Now look at that. Both of us. What's she talking about when she says both of us here? Is she talking about like us the player, or like us singularly, or is she talking about her and someone else? Because if this is from the future, that means I'm assuming... I just want to know what happened after Doki Doki. Because this is from the future. This is after Doki Doki. This is as you can see, 2018. This is 2018. something happens in 2018. What's happening in 2018? This note was made by Monica, or Libathina, as we know her as, truly know her as. And she says both of us. Now, I assumed there were 4 people that escaped, but now it seems as though there were only, I'm assuming 4 people escaped. And if 4 people didn't escape, there were 2 people that escaped. And it was Libathina and what I'm assuming is Alyssa from what we read about before. And Alyssa seems to... We don't know anything about Alyssa, but... Oh yeah, Dracolancer. This community is giant because it's kind of like how the FNAF thing kind of blew up, but this is way different because Draco, let me tell you this. The game Doki Doki isn't what people are worried about. We're worried about what the hints that the game is telling us and the real story that it's also telling us. Doki Doki is just a game that's just like giving hints and clues about what's really happening outside of this game. Because there's apparently from what I'm assuming is Doki Doki is just a simulator made by Monica, who is actually a person named Libathina. And Monica is self-aware because of, where is it, the third eye, which gives a person higher conscience, or where was it, here, yeah. It makes a person like omnipotent and stuff, and makes them very godlike, basically. Where is it? Self-aware, yeah. It makes them self-aware, which Sayori right here was also when she became president, and I was theorizing that something about being the president in this game makes you self-aware. If Monica, what if Monica somehow connected her third eye abilities with being president? I guess she didn't think that anybody else would be president, but then she deleted herself and accidentally left the third eye ability connected to being president, and then Sayori became... She got the third eye. This person was too scared to continue yesterday, a day ago. This person, take the pen. Ugh. So I was wondering, this thing about Yuri. What about Yuri? I already know about Yuri. She's crazy. Oh yeah, well, the game has like a lot of fourth wall breaking stuff, but when you go deep, Draco, when you go deep in the story of this, it feels real. Because everything in this game is just not real. It's not real. Everything in this game is just a world created by Monica / Libathina, and the other girls are just like, they're AIs, and Monica knows they're AIs, but she created them to be her friends, so they're very, high intelligent AIs. I'll say that if you take a look at this video, you can see that Yuri has a hidden code in her file. If you, yeah, Yuri's adventure. Yeah. I know about that. Yeah, I know about that. It's the it's this right here. It's this right here. It's the giant story about this girl after, if you found this, blah 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 blah. It's about this girl who attends college and she goes around killing people, and apparently this is very important actually, because it tells us something about a woman named Linda Watson, who people are were theorizing is 6X right here. But now I'm thinking that 6X is actually Alyssa. But I'm not really sure who 6X is. Where does it say anything about 6X somewhere else? No. Libathina has not recovered from the termination of 6X. Now, 6X is someone's name who has 6 letters in their name. From what I'm seeing here, 6X is this right here. Either is Libathina's last name, or this is like a person that she knows. We learn in this story here that there is someone named Linda Watson. Watson has three. Oh, then there's this video here. You might want to see this video if I can put that in the chat. You might be able to just like check out all the crazy. Check out all the crazy stuff that's there, because it just tells us about all these here, and the lady in white, the lady in white, or the lady with white hair. I'm not really sure who the woman is in the Yuri backstory, or not the Yuri backstory, and the one about the lady in where my mouse go? And here, I don't know who the college girl is here. I was assuming that it was Yuri, but it seems though it's not Yuri. It's someone completely different. This story was also written 2 years before Doki Doki Literature Club, the game, was even made. It was IRL, of course, in real life, of course. This story was made 2 years before the game was made, but people theorized that Linda Watson is 6X, this character right here. This would also, if that's so, then Libathina's last name is Watson, Libathina Watson. Strange. Explaining Natsuki simple. Final weeks, guys. Oh yeah. When we finally start talking to MC and he deletes your file. Yeah. Yeah, that's freaking nuts. Natsuki is not. So wait, why are you putting spoilers in the thumbnail? I mean, I'm not spreading the word as much, but hey, when MATPAT makes that video, in a few days or next week, people are going to know. And then after that, we're just going to have to wait for 2018, whatever happens in 2018. Because this right here is telling us this entire story. Because she's saying, Monica Libathina is saying something about going back to the past and warning them. And how they died. Everyone else is dead. Wait. Deja vu, the third eye, right? Anyway, I could be told about this, but I really think you might be able to do something. Why does she need our help of someone in the real world? Why does she need someone from an alternate universe's help? I like that. I like that. By using this game, it breaks the fourth wall. What if that's like the entire thing of the entire... What if that's like the entire series is like whole entire thing? It's breaking the fourth wall and making us, the player, a part of it. And it's sending these little codes and notes and warnings telling the player, hey, something's going to happen, but I need your help. It's like, oh, there is no character input. We need the help of not an avatar. We don't need the help of an avatar. We don't need the help of some pre-made character by this company. We need the help of the player. The person who sat down to see my life. I need your help. Yeah, the name Linda Watson is very familiar. Now that you say something, now that you say something, Draco, the name Linda Watson does sound familiar. If I feel as though I heard that name somewhere too. The heck? There it is. The hell is a Linda Watson? What in tarnation is this? What in tarnation is this? Big discovery, guys. Big discovery. Linda Watson, a 15-year-old murder mystery ends with the arrest of a... What the fuck? But that's not how Linda Watson died in the... That's not how Linda Watson died in the story. She got killed by the girl with an axe. With an axe. Linda Watson vanished on August 20th, 2000. 2000. Okay, she went missing in 2000. Maryland. The next morning, a repairman stopped by her house on a sandy stretch of a road in Tuscan and found the back door open. A cup lay smashed on the floor near the entryway, but there was no trace of a single mother, save for a few drops of her blood, hidden underneath the garbage bag. Ugh. Marilyn Cox plastered posters around town promising a reward for information about her daughter's disappearance. As the months dragged on, she appeared on local radio programs pleading for help watching her daughter's abductor. She's my only daughter, Cox said, weeping into the studio microphone. She's my baby. But instead of solving her daughter's case, Cox became a part of it. On May 7, 2003, now remember, in 2003, Libethina was already born. She was born. Libethina was already born in this universe. What I'm reading right now is an article in real life. Okay, so this right here about what I'm reading about Linda Watson is real life. So, like, this actually happened. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Neighbor were gunned. Cox and the neighbor were gunned down in a driveway to her daughter's home, where Cox was living since Linda's disappearance. A few months later, Linda's corpse was found in the desert mountains west in the city. Jesus Lord. If the murder of the mother and daughter in the same spot wasn't enough of a coincidence, both women were involved in legal battles with the same man when they died. David Dwayne Watson, Linda's ex-husband. For 15 years, David Watson was the main suspect in the slaying, but it wasn't until Saturday that the Pima County Sheriff's Department finally arrested the firefighter. Whoa. The arrest may provide closure in the cold case, yet it has also raised uncomfortable questions for local authorities. When didn't they arrest David Watson sooner? Could they have Yeah, Marilyn Cox in the neighbor. Wow. What? What? If for some reason this man is released, we don't have any identities and witnesses. And this is just a connection to the games, right? This is just a connection to the games. But apparently, this is I'm just now we're back to the games. But apparently, when was this story made? When was this story made anyway? What was the article? 2015. This story was made in 2015. 2 years ago. What? I found a small box in a mall that contains a recollection. What is this freaking? Is this Doki Doki? Is this still Doki Doki? I found a small box hidden in a what? What? I found of a 19-year-old girl who decided to kill someone just to see what it's like. Guys. What is this? What is this? What is this? I found a small box hidden in a mall that contains a recollection of a 19-year-old girl who decided to kill someone just to see what it's like. Guys, that's the story. That's the story. That's the story. That's what this is. This is what's inside of this right here is what is inside Yuri's file if you decode it. This story right here. It tells about a girl in college, a freshman in college. If this person is 19 years ago who decided to kill someone just to see what it's like, 19 years old, that's about the age of someone that's in college. This right here is telling of someone who killed a girl who killed someone because she just didn't care, because she just wanted to see what it was like. She killed her with an axe. Now this girl was also a stalker. What does this story say? What does this story say? As mentioned recently, I found this box and have actually shared its contents. This was submitted 2 years ago, which was also when the other Linda Watson thing that I was reading earlier, that was made 2 years ago as well, 2015. So that's a really big connection, huh? Wait, this is the story. This is the story. Wait, this is the story. Wait, this is the story. What? This is the story. This is this. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. But this isn't the Doki Doki literature club. Oh my god. Oh, is this? Several people suggested that I post a story here, and I am happy to oblige below. Yeah, Draco, you did a good thing. You helped. You really did help. There is more to Linda Watson than meets the eye. Because Linda Watson, come on now, we have all these like cute Japanese names. We have freaking Natsuki, Yuri, Sayori. Those are very Japanese names. Come on now. But then we plop in a Linda Watson. That's not very Japanese, I say that. But this, if you found this note in a small box, congratulations. You were probably the first person to read this. I didn't really plan on sharing this with anybody. This is the same thing. Look, if you found this small box, congratulations. You were probably the first person to really. This is the same story. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. It even has the little heart at the end. It's the same exact thing. I don't know if I'm just reading implying. Did Linda have a change of heart after talking with Maria? A week ago, she seemed to have been contemplating suicide, but after she talked with Maria, she no longer searched for ways how to commit suicide. That's actually the part that hit me the most. The irony isn't that Maria simply killed a suicidal person, but that Maria killed a suicidal person who had changed her mind because of her heartbreaking really. So this person, the college girl's name is Maria? Her name's Maria. Who the heck is Maria? Who is Maria? She's making fun of Linda for being a woman with no life/friends. Meanwhile, she's a 19-year-old sociopath who stalks people she finds in supermarkets and breaks into their homes. I think this might be the most disturbing story I've ever read. Nah, bro. Because you don't even know what it's connected to. That's the scary thing. What it's connected to. That's the scary part. Because this story is connected to something. Now, let's go back to the crime trial, cold case. What was this? This is also 2015. Flemington, New Jersey. Therapist? Really? Yeah, this is all 2 years ago. They're all 2 years ago. Yeah, even this news story I'm looking up, this other article I'm looking at from Channel 4 News, this also says 2 years ago. They're all 2 years ago. Linda Watson remains here. Found herself. She disappeared in 2000, but her body was found in 2003. In 2003, let me find this. In 2003, what was happening to Libathina in 2003? As of December 5th, 2003, all personnel are forbidden from editing this preview introducing. Okay. This is all 2003. It was just telling her, okay, it's not much, it's just control. Oh, physical results on her third eye. Reaction time 1, strength, NA, local distortions. Oh my goodness. Local distortions with her third eye is 434. Positivity 1, sensitivity 9. Positivity 1 out of 10 is a 1 out of 10. The sensitivity of the third eye is a 9 out of 10, and the control of the third eye is a 1 out of 10. So they were only like a couple years into working on Libathina, and Libathina knew Linda Watson. Libathina knew Linda Watson because it says, let me bring this up, it says right here that Libathina has not recovered from the termination of 6X, which people are assuming is Linda Watson, and is not expected to do so in the near future. So that means she's like freaking out, sad, crying. You know, she just has all these emotions going on with her because she lost Linda Watson because of this Maria person, or the firefighter, from what we're reading. But it seems as though right here she has no control over her third eye. She has no control of her third eye, and local distortion, which I assume that she has power over not just like technology, but she could change and distort things around her, along with like changing the, what's the word? She like distort things people see. I like I don't know. She could just, and it says something like this too. She can't suppress her third eye. But right here, she's like in 2004. She's like, what is she? She's in 2004. She's 3 years old. She's 3 years old. Yeah, it says it right here. She's 3 years old. She's only 3 years old. Sexual response. She's 3 years old. She's 3 years old. Like, what the heck? She's 3 years old, bro. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This was real? It was real? Whoa, 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 whoa. It was real? I thought it was just like a story. It's real? This is the box. This is the box. This is the box with the notes in it. So this is the box I found was hidden in the mall for presumably 6 months. By now, aside from the latch, there were rubber bands keeping the box shut. Inside the box is a bundle of tightly folded pieces of paper. It is a story-sized recollection written by a 19-year-old girl who was apparently killed a random person just because she was wondering what it would be like. According to the paper, she wrote just like a few hours after the murder, and that I'm the first person to read it. I transcribed the entire story here on their Tumblr. Oh, yeah, they got it on their Tumblr, but we already read it, so, or I already linked it, so. 5 pages front to back. It goes into more detail than I. If you found this note in a small, yeah. I'm giving you this background because there's this strange misconception that if you want to kill someone, then they're either second ahead or you have anger management issues. I found a small box. Holy. So I'm not dedication to creepypasta. Creepypasta. Oh, so this is just a creepypasta that somebody just, okay. A lot of dedication to a creepypasta, I'll tell you that. And it's just been, don't you think there'd be a lot more stories and news outlet things about this? Wouldn't there be news on this? Like, oh, a man found a box in a mall that's been there for 6 months. A man found a box inside of a mall that was there for 6 months that had something about a woman, a 19-year-old woman that killed someone named Linda Watson. Don't you think that would make news? How would that not make news? That's weird how that wouldn't make news. Linda A. Watson. Oh, there's a few Linda Watsons. Hold up. Hold up, there's a Linda few. Oh, there's a few Linda Watsons. Hold up. Hold up, there's a few Linda Watsons. There's a Linda Watson that died in 2016. There's one that died in 2017 at 66 years old. One that died at 61 years old in 2017 as well. Linda Watson's licensed professional counselor. Now, if Linda Watson was anything to Libethina, and for her to, you know, cry and freak out like this and to never be like stable ever again, you'd think it'd be someone like a counselor or someone taking care of her. It's someone she had a connection to. I've been practicing this like when was this written? When was this written? When was this written? This was last modified in January of this year, 2017. She graduated in 2003. She graduated from her school in 2003. Linda, what the heck? History of the 12 tribes of Israel and Tarnation? Yeah, how about that? Linda Watson, Doki Doki. Did Yuri kill? No. No. I don't think Yuri killed Linda Watson. I don't think it was Yuri. It's somebody else. It was someone else. As an amateur hacker, I was poking around the game files a bit, and I found something interesting about the character files. Monica characters are PNG file. Yeah. Not yeah. Poop noises. Get that out of here. Creepypasta written by Dan 2 years ago. Also, Dan wrote. This is just a creepypasta made by the creator of the game, Dan Savalto. And he made it connect with. He connected that with. In a way, he connected it with Doki Doki. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any major theories on how it ties into the game. Yeah, there aren't any major ones. It's just that people think that, oh, Linda Watson might be 6X. But, you know, there's a lot of people that theorized to be 6X, like Alyssa and Sayori, and there's people theorizing that Sayori is Alyssa, but there's also a lot of people who says that's not a thing, that doesn't even make any sense. So, and, you know, that's freaking stupid. Stupid. Diori felt in the story is 2 years old. Yep. Dan Savalto on Twitter. Oh yeah, this is your boy. This is the creator of a hidden box contains the story of a 19-year-old girl decided to kill a random person just to see what it's like when they're watching. This takes me to the Tumblr page. Also, Dan Savalto wrote that thing on the Reddit. Okay, he wrote that on Reddit because the link to this Tumblr was also there. Yeah, this is the we've seen this. He wrote this. He made all this, and he made the box, and he made the He wrote this, so this is just a creepypasta. It's not real. Well, the box is real. That box is clearly real, but what do people have to say when you don't know what to put in your made-up files? Try googling some kind of article matching this with all its details, but I can't even find a Linda Watson. Yeah, I don't need sleep anyways. Neat story to read when I was fake. What is wrong with this person? Fake. Good, I was even in trouble now. Better. I know, right? By the way, the creator right there, I said this before, but he also did some. He also worked a little bit on Project M for Smash Brothers Brawl, which again is kind of weird. How do you go from Smash Brothers Brawl to this insanity? We're not worried about any mods right now. We're theorizing that we're going through something I noticed in Sayori's room. What did you notice in Sayori's room? I know, right? The creator, he's smart. He's smart. So while I was playing Doki Doki Literature Club, I noticed that when you go to Sayori's room, this is right before she commits suicide, you can see that on her wall there's a calendar with a part of it ripped off at the corner. Yeah, I noticed that too. I didn't pay any real attention to it though. I saw it, but I was just like, oh, it's just, you know, it's old. It's old, so she might have did some craziness to it. Anyways, if she was planning to hang herself on a certain day, here it is. Here's the picture. What? I can't. Fucking dick. I don't know if some. Oh wait. I hate you so much. It does not exist. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. God damn it. Anyways, I don't know if someone has already noticed this or if I'm the first one. I'm new to Reddit, but it did give me a chill down my spine. But I also don't know if Sayori intended to do that because she was going to kill herself, or if she just like that because she is shown to be a messy or unorganized person. What I found more interesting is she has the entire month X'd out in red. Let me try to find this craziness. Let me try to find this. What? Battle Hide, what's up? Yes, I did hear. I talked about it twice in this theory now. The whole Monica and the piano thing. How every time you hear a piano in the game, that's her like lurking around. She hears, you know what's going on, and when you don't hear piano, she's not watching you. She's not around, and you know her present. She has no presence there. But let me find. I actually do want to find this this picture of Sayori's room. Try to find a picture of her room. Here we go. Is this it? Is this? Yes, here we go. Her room. Go back. Oh my lord. Go back. I don't see Sayori's schedule for November. Wait, is that the month? Because they don't really tell the month of what. There is no time. When does Doki Doki take place? She has all of November crossed out. Huh. Okay. Alright. This is from Reddit. Oh, this is from the post. Oh, no, it's not. I have a working theory regarding Sayori's wall calendar. School festivals in Japan are generally held in late October or early November. Sayori has scribbled out the entire month of November. By the time you first visit her in her room, she's already made the decision that she's not going to be around for the festival. Of course, under Monica's influence. That's pretty wild. That's pretty freaking wild. What? Devin, you ain't say anything? Frippin' dippin' Devin, why didn't you say anything? She just said so. Oh, where the heck is my... Okay. What I found more interesting is she's an entire... Yeah, she has the entire month of November X'd out, and from what I just read, she said she wasn't even going to attend the festival. So before that, she knew she was going to kill herself? But that's not right, because there's a theory that says that Monica is the one that... Well, we know that Monica killed her because of influence. But from what we know from Sayori's death, when she hangs herself, we see that she has blood on her hands, and we're assuming that she fought back. This picture is fucking horrible. This picture is fucking horrible. That's a download. That's a download right there. Anyways, these memes are getting a little bit ridiculous. Anyways, if you didn't understand the ripping calendar thing, sometimes before someone commits suicide, they rip out the days on a calendar after they plan to commit suicide. They rip out the days, and after, is that a thing? That's a thing? People rip all the days after they plan to kill themselves. Wait, late October, early November, that around that time is Halloween. Suddenly I have a sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach that Salvatore has something planned for Halloween. 2018 Halloween. See, I was wondering about this, but I wasn't sure when festivals happen in Japan. It's such a great attention to detail to even think about using a small calendar in the background to foreshadow Sayori's impending end. Wow. Freaking wow. Something so subtle. Yeah, you do that. Try to find something. Especially when it comes to these theories. To be fair, you have the portrait of Markov. What? You have to have a very high IQ to understand the portrait of Markov. What? What is the... Fucking stupid. To be fair... That's hilarious, though. People keep theorizing and saying that it's Yuri. That's the one that Yuri is the one that wrote the poem, because she's the one that did it. To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand the portrait of Markov. The metaphors are extremely subtle and without a solid grasp of symbolism. Most words will go over a typical reader's head. There's also the main character's person. Yeah. I have no idea what it is, but just my guy drew rather. Yeah. Sayori's third eye. It's her ability. It's her stand ability. Monica's stand is the third eye. Even though Father Pucci can just like eviscerate that power and just tell it, and she could just get cut. Because he could just like her, well, he could do it in any world he wants, so she can only reset the universe. She can only reset the game in her own image. Well, Father Pucci and JoJo can just reset not only the game but the real world in his own image. Well, I think that's weird. So I just reinstalled the game and what? I already seen the video that Game Theory made about the video that Game Theory made. That's why I'm doing this now, because he mentioned something that I didn't find out yet about this game, which was the whole Alyssa thing in the hospital. I did not know about that. Here I am, 5:40 a.m. giving my thoughts about a game that hit me hard. Christmas isn't feeling that special anymore. What's the difference between Yuri and Yuriko anyway? Who the heck is Yuriko? I don't know who that is. Crazy cat. Actually, I'm supposed to say Yuri. Why is everybody talking about Yuri? Why is everybody talking about these characters being bullied? Especially Sayori. Who was bullying Sayori? I don't get it. To be fair, you have to have a very high coding. I already read that. I literally just read that. Thoughts on the idea of reconstructing the story. Or restructuring the story, my bad. Both endings. Wow, I finally finished the game with both endings. I have no idea how to get the second ending. I have no idea. There is a second ending, but I think it's just like, it's just an ending where you get a note from the creator saying, congratulations, you got this ending. When Sayori hangs herself, you can clearly see that she has bloody fingers, obviously from the tip of the rope. Obviously trying to rip the rope off. I have a theory that Sayori might have never actually killed herself, but possibly murdered. Looking at you, Monica. In the scene where you find yourself trapped with Monica in the void, she tells you that Sayori couldn't jump from high enough place for the rope to snap her neck. So she was slowly, that word, she changed her mind and started clawing the rope in a desperate attempt to free herself. That's why her fingertips are all bloody. Oh. So she tried to, okay, so that's why her fingers are all bloody. She tried to get the rope off her neck because in that wild moment when she jumped, she thought, hey, maybe I shouldn't kill myself. It's too late now. Why would you do that? Sayori had bloody fingers because she probably tried to free herself from the rope. Yeah, look. She's so retarded. What the heck? Anyways, did you finish the game yet? Because this is the explanation. During the space classroom scene with just Monica, she will eventually tell you that Sayori committed suicide the wrong way, meaning she was supposed to jump high enough so it can break her neck and end her instantly. Instead, she was suffocating to death. So either survival instinct or a last minute decision, she wanted to get the rope off, but couldn't, despite how hard she tried. So she wanted to kill herself, but then she didn't want to kill herself. She killed herself, but didn't want to kill herself. She was planning to kill herself, but then she was like, wait, this hurts. Let me rethink this. People often ask me, how do I get the taste of... yeah. What? Wait, what? Oh. Just going through. Come on, sorry. Come on, Reddit. Don't you got some good... Cause we got some good theories. I found like 2 of them. 2 good theories. DLC idea. Monica's after story. What you mean? What do you know after story? After story about Monica. What? Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage. Whoa, what? What the hey is all this? Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dissemble the crumbling world and write a novel of our fantasies. Oh, this is her poem. With a flick of her pen, oh yeah. This will be a DLC where she serves her whether or not. This will be a DLC where it serves as more of hold up. Plop that on screen. More a golden ending what the player can work towards. The content activates when you choose Monica when preparing for the school festival, and it becomes a continuation from when Sayori kills herself, and the protagonist manages to pick himself up to go to the festival, and it becomes a game where everything you try to pick Monica, the one your protagonist falls in love with, will kill herself in a realistic wait. Every time you try to pick Monica, one your protagonist falls in love with next will kill her, don't know what doesn't matter. Until you're left with Monica, shattered that her literature club is down to you two. She's all, even after I've wanted this potentially, and I'm the only one left, yet I could still have you. And then after some exposition of how she's all self-aware, the protagonist has this sort of idea to make things right. And that's when the road to the golden ending with Monica is realized, where you have to cooperate with Monica to utilize basic but clever hacking of the game, moving files and characters in and out folders to keep them from harm's way. When Team Salvo devs are trying to counter-hack you, until eventually you get the golden ending where everyone is alive and you're with Monica. That should be an end. That should be a thing. That should be a thing. What the heck? This is going to be an epic DLC that'll be divided into 5 acts. Oh, this is going to be real? This is going to be real? Act 1, where the game goes normally until you choose a romance option. Until you've chosen romance option and dies from suicide. That's, yeah. Act 2, where the game picks up from Act 1. The protagonist goes to the festival and slowly bonds with one of the 2 girls until one you bonded with the most kills herself in front of you due to the circumstances realistic to the girl. So either Natsuki or Yuri dies. And I'm assuming Yuri is going to stab herself, or I'm not really sure what Natsuki would do. Where you are Act 3, where you are forced to watch the last girl slowly descend into madness despite your protagonist's best efforts to comfort them with the right use of poem word choice. Where you are Act 4, where you are given heavy exposition by Monica as being the only one who's self-aware because she's the president, and that she's the best bet to a happy ending because she's the only level-headed one who takes presidential role. Who could take presidential role? So you cooperate with her in a clever use of hacking the game by restarting moving files and folders around. Save scumming your way to victory. All through the 4th wall breaking, hints from Monica throughout the following playthrough, and even getting to know her and the game's backstory better, all while having to deal with the counter hacks from the gods that are Team Salvato's devs. Act 5. We finally earn your golden ending. Monica and you managed to hack the game enough that when you play through it another time, it plays like normal, and you and Monica are now a budding romance. This kind of DLC will need a good team of writers, artists, and people who know how the game is coded. And yes, if you notice in the title, it's a play of Clannad After Story. Due to the nature of how Clannad is also somewhat meta. In a way, yeah. In a way, yeah. So, interested in helping me give Monica her more... Dang. I don't know nothing about coding, so I don't know. Your poem contains untagged spoilers. In the future, please remember... Fuck off. Oh, is that... Oh, that was... Oh, that's one of the... Oh, I'm sorry, dang. There's one problem that I can think of off the top of my head, which is that a mod by the name exists already. Where? What mod? Where? Oh, this thing right here, where it's just Monica. That's just Monica. It's the thing where Monica is just talking to you all day. Oh, you can play chess with her. You can play chess! Spending forever together. Monica after story picks up where Doki Doki Literature Club left off, following you to spend the rest of your days with Monica as your virtual girlfriend. Talk for hours. Use the new dialogue system to have conversations with Monica about subjects ranging from video games to the nature of God and existence. Or wait for a little while, and she'll muse on dozens of new and interesting topics with new art and expressions not found in the original game. Is there only okay? You can play Pong or listen to music, and soon you'll be able to do even more. Oh. So is this a mod or it is like an actual like thing on its own? Okay. 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 I think that's a starter pack. No. Fan art Monica. No. I deleted Monica's file and started the game. I know I'm super late to the party, but holy moly, this game messed me up. Yep. I need help. Just finished playing through and I want to play. No. 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 How the heck? This game has made me mentally unstable. Oh, this game is going to make a lot of people mentally unstable once it gets out there. And once, you know, MATPAT makes that second video and we start learning the truth. I think I pretty much know everything. I think I already know, like, a lot of things, though. I already know about Alyssa, Libathina, how the game is just it's not a real world. I am pretty well informed, you know. I really did love the literature club. Why is it censored? Why not make her? Crazy part is Monica really did love. She actually did like the literature club. She did like the literature club. But you know, things just got out of hand. So now the entire game is just destroyed now. Or the world is destroyed. That is Doki Doki, so it's all gone. I'm not sure if the characters are actually like dead and deleted, or are they just like floating in some type of limbo. Because I know one thing. Monica she is definitely like floating around in like a dark void of a world with just nothingness until, or she might have she might have woken up from her coma or whatever she's in. Poem time, nibba. So is a just Monica root fake? Yes, you cannot go out with Monica at all. Monica is not an option. She's just, for some reason, even though she made the game. I Danny sex bang joke. This isn't real. There ain't nothing about the second game at all that's coming in 2018. There ain't nothing. This is a lie. Really get me, but that's not really what we're here to look for here. Discussion. One of the things added to the game files. Just have it open and play the game. What do you mean Sayori didn't actually hang herself? Yes, she did. By accident, but she did. Well, not by accident. She did it on purpose, but by... It is really hard to explain. In case this hasn't been done yet, here's a dump of all the dialogue in the game. What the what the Sayori's a very talented girl. Ugh. Sayori's character has more to it than you think. Uh-oh, theory. Here we go. Let's see if this connects to any other people's theories. Oh man, there's 77 theories on this. What the hey? Is Sayori's stuffing her bra? What? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. During the hanging scene, I was feeling like something was off. Not because of the hanging, but something in Sayori had changed. After looking for some time, I understood that her boobs were shrunk. The book of mine started thinking that maybe Sayori wanted my character. The boy right there, she was happy her boobs were big. Make more sense. She was like, one, should it worry me that time the fool they go? Two, how in the world did you even manage to know that? Did you manage to notice that? That's some CSI shit right there. Holy. Well, that's a nice little small theory there. Huh. That's a thing. There's a theory that Sayori is stuffing her bra because she was making like quotes at the beginning, but she was saying things that in the game like, oh, my breasts got bigger, but when she dies she literally has like a flat chest. If Yori became the club president, because I was saying that earlier as well. Like we see Monica as the club president, and we see Monica and we see Sayori as club president. But what happens when Yori is club president? Oh yeah. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, that's not safe for work. Sorry, mobile gaming idea. Some stupid LC. Yeah, I cannot find to. I can't seem to find anything new. All I'm finding is a bunch of memes. I'm just finding a bunch of memes. We've pretty much covered everything in the. We've pretty much covered all of the. Wow. 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 That is mean. That is mean. That is mean. All I can find is a bunch of memes. I mean, there's one new theory we found, and that was the Sayori stuffing her bra thing. But that's not really important. It's not really important. I'm still there's still one thing I'm still one of many things I'm questioning right now is, well, two things that I'm questioning right now. One is, why, if Monica made this world of Doki Doki so she can have happiness, why did she make it in a way where she would not have happiness? She made this world, but there's literally no way to have love or hang out at all, hang out with Monica. You hang out with other girls. And my second question is, why would she make the childhood friend with all these nice, loving connections you have is Sayori? Why is that Sayori and not Monica? That's weird. Into a spear. What? What the heck? Yeah, that's freaking weird. That's freaking weird. But right now, we about to be more editors. Yeah. From your voice. The Dokis are unreal. Huh? Just a bunch of memes at this point, because we pretty much went over all the things we could theorize. We've already talked about the theory made by, what's her name again? Kodai Kokoku on Reddit. We've already talked about her theory and her whole take on everything that's going on in this game, the Project Libathena. And what did she think? What did she say? Talks about the third eye, kaleidoscopes and clocks. Yeah, she talks about all that. We talked about the documents and how Libathena can't control her third eye. That's the thing. Her emotions, yeah, her emotions might connect to her power. but her power is never off because she can't control it. That's the thing. It's never off. She's always self-aware. But it doesn't activate until like end game, because that's when she starts feeling jealous. I'm assuming that's what you're trying to say. She gets jealous, and that's when it's already activated, but that's when she starts using it to get her way. Maybe there's different third eye users, kind of like how there's different quirk users in My Hero Academia. Like all of these things, like, because I think there's other third eye users. I think. Because what if third eye test notes, sexual response, why did they try to do a sexual response test on her when she was 3 years old? What the heck type of nonsense is that? Third eye activation wait, what? Request bypassing the following tests: third eye activation test, third eye suppression test, life threat response test. All requests denied. Why? Denied? Why were they denied? These all seem like they're trying to help her. End of report. But why? Wow. Wait, what? Why I can never go back to this game? Is it the same reason I can never go back to Undertale? I literally did the pacifist run of Undertale and never touched it again. And that was in 2015. I never touched I did the pacifist run and I was done. I finished the pacifist run and that was it. I hated Doki Doki a week ago, but since I rewatched one of my favorite animes, I wanted to play the game. And now that I know what happens, it scares me just to look at their faces, even in other games like Gary's Mod or Sonic Adventure. What? Oh, because of the whole third eye thing, right? Because this game gives like a perspective of like, oh, whatever, if you're playing a game, you don't know if there's like, you might not know if some craziness might happen, because now Doki Doki gives you some trust issues now with the other games that you play, with some other games that you play, because you might play, like that person said, Sonic Adventure 2, all of a sudden a character you wouldn't even expect to have this self-awareness inside of them, and they just start talking to the player. It's like, what's going on? Why are they doing this? And they start glitching the game. Just like how this game, it gives trust issues now. It gives trust issues, like you went, like any person went into this game and thought, oh hey, it's just a visual novel. whatever. And then you saw like the horror and psychological horror things on the Steam page, and it's just like, oh, it might just go. The game probably just goes into those type of factors, like in its story. It's probably like that complicated. It probably has a complicated story like that, so it might be very intricate. But no. The game is actually a hidden horror game, and it actually goes. It's yeah. Just Hero? Who's Hero? Oh, just her. Oh. So yeah, trust. You probably have a lot of trust issues with a lot of video games now, thanks to Doki Doki. Because like I said earlier, you'll never know what character has the third eye. So I can see why that person is probably scared to play any game. It'll probably be the worst with fighting games as well, because you just have these characters fighting each other, and then out of nowhere one day, one of the characters won't listen to your commands on your controller, and it's just like, what's going on? All of a sudden, they're walking off screen. What if everybody in Doki Doki Literature Club is manipulating the code, and that's why it's so broken? Monica, she's the main antagonist, and using the code to manipulate the game, as she tells you this in the end. Sayori, if you get the good ending, the most basic ending, Sayori will turn into Monica 2.0, and she says that she wants to be with you forever. Monica will step in and save you. But does this mean she can mess with the code? I don't think so, actually. All Sayori can do is read code as if you deleted Monica and start a new game. Sayori kills herself. Don't think so. I don't think so. So only Monica and Sayori. So, I kind of understand this theory. So this person is basically saying Monica and Sayori can use their third eye abilities, but Monica is the only one that could like tamper with the game, because well, she's the one that created it. But Monica is the only one that could tamper with the game, and she's the only one that could tamper with the game files. Sayori, she knows the files and everything is there, but she can't tamper with them. All she can do is mess with the game itself, not the files. She can't mess with the files and delete characters. She can only change assets of the game itself. What the heck is Python? In the wild world. Future is now thanks to science. So I made a Monica SMS bot. What? Decided it'd be a good idea to take the constant expanding Monica after story mod and create an SMS bot from it. Nothing impressive or the script is running off my home server. This is just a person telling about their bot they made. Death in game is supposed to be kind of manga hacking with more hacking. I wish that was a thing too. How you can interfere with Monica tampering with the files. Like, you can stop her. That'd be cool. Like, you, the player, like, as she's like putting files and deleting files, you could like let's say when she's deleting Sayori from the game, you could take the Sayori file out and put it back in after she thinks she's deleted it, and then when the game sets and she's like, "Ha, I deleted Sayori," and out of nowhere, Sayori would just walk in the room and be like, "Hey, I'm a thing." But you can't do that. Is that a stand? Whatever. Hey, that's not safe for work. Why are they showing that? Well, right now there's literally nothing else I can theorize on this. So until MATPAT makes that video in a couple days or next week, I guess I'll see you all then. Maybe I'll do a little something else for this, cause I definitely have some ideas, especially what I was talking about earlier with the Haruhi Suzumiya, because her and Monica have some similarities. I want to see something about that. But until then, I guess I'll see you all then, at least until I find something else, because it seems we've covered all of the theories and things people have been talking about in all of the files up until now. Because we also talked about the lady in white. If I could show her off right here. Where is she? Where is the lady in white? There she is. Here is the lady in white. I keep saying the lady in white, but it's actually a lady with white hair. She's wearing black, so. Okay, that's not it. Put that over here. Going this. Okay, there it is. Whoops. I think I clicked it twice. But yeah, her right here. Oh man, everything closed. But yeah, we already talked about her. I thought she was Athena. Again, she might be. Not really sure. Maybe she's like someone's dead body. She can also be one of the patients. She could be Alyssa for all we know. Or she could be what I theorized, one of the 4 girls. Since she has long hair, I would assume she is probably Yuri. Or she is Libathena. She's what Monica really looks like. We don't know. We don't know. I'm talking about this right here, but we don't know what she exactly looks like. She doesn't have short hair, so she can't be Natsuki or Sayori. They're someone, especially Sayori. Sayori is definitely someone important if she was given such a big role in the game, aside from Monica, who's also the most important character here. Oh, and before I finish the stream, I could talk about the how in the Doki Doki Literature Club logo there's an 8 here, which if you turn it, of course it becomes an infinite, which says something about Monica wanting to be with you forever in that pocket world. I think that also means something about when Sayori wanted to be with you forever, which is also like an infinite thing. But, oof. Let's go through Reddit one more time before we, this is everything you need to know about Doki Doki Literature Club. Well, what do you have to say? Why? Why? What the fuck? Settles in Smash. That's a funny part of that meme because he was a modder for. He was one of the people who. He's one of the developers for Project M for Smash Brothers Brawl. Again, I'm gonna say this for like the third time. How do you go from Smash to freaking this insanity? It's probably. That is funny. You know what? You know what? No, we did that out. I didn't even know about that psychological horror tag on Steam. What the hell is this? His poetry was just a bunch of disconnected words. What sort of poetry is that supposed to be? That's from After Story, yeah. Maybe I should play that. Well, in a better place. But well, anyways, I'm pretty much done here, so let me just try to click on this and yep, there it is. Wow, it's working better than ever. That is a surprise. It's never worked that good before. No, maybe you're onto something. Now that I look at your theory, because I've just been ignoring that. Maybe you are onto something. Let me read it again. Yeah, maybe as Sayori, that's why she was trying to claw her way out of the. That's why she was trying to claw her way out of the. She was trying to scratch and pull off the rope from her neck when she was suffocating, because at that moment her third eye activated. Maybe that's the thing, her third eye activated as she was dying, but it was too late. Wow. That's kind of messed up. But anyways, oh, there's a Discord server. Well, I'll see you all the next one, so see you then. Might look at next time. I might look at something about Haruhi Suzumiya, or I might look at something about, or I might be playing the Monica after story. One of those in the next few days, probably before MATPAT does his video. But anyways, I'll see you all then.